So I was first called to teach overseas in 2007. I had been teaching at a Christian school in Spokane, Washington, and doing short-term missions trips with the teens, and really thought that was my role of missions. Then my pastor and his wife went to Papua New Guinea and dedicated the New Testament with some missionaries there. They came back and said, "Here's a school we think you should teach at." And something inside me said, "Okay," and I literally looked around like, who said that? And it was obvious that God was prompting my heart, and so I finally prayed, "I will walk through every open door, Lord," really expecting that one of those doors would close. But every door opened, and then a year and a half later, I was on my way to teach overseas with SNOS 360, and I went for 1 year and ended up staying for 4 years. So after 4 years in Papua New Guinea, I came back to Montana. I had finished my time as an associate with SNOS 360, and I thought I would settle here, and I ended up at Kalispell teaching and becoming a part of East Haven and really enjoying my life here. But I kept hearing about their needs for a teacher over there, and it just was continually on my heart. And so as I began to process and pray, and I was a bit overwhelmed with transitioning all over again, pulling up roots, but God put some really encouraging people in my path, and He just began to, again, open doors, and just saw the opportunity to walk through and be a part of the ministry over there. Just a huge need to see these missionary kids have a teacher, and I was just very thankful for how God worked in a short amount of time to make that all happen. My role in Papua New Guinea is a 6th grade school teacher this class year, and I was coaching as well. I live on our missionary center, and that's where we have our medical clinic, we have our headquarters, our finance office, our IT department, and basically we're the support workers that are helping all the missionaries that are out in the tribe. Numenoy Christian Academy was established in 1966. This past year we had about 140 students. So it's a K through 12 school. It's an English-speaking school, but we have kids from 12 different countries in our classrooms, and just working with the kids is such a delight, just being able to hear from their home countries and to connect with them and to hear what their families are doing, and knowing that because of the work that we're doing, their parents are able to go and support the missionaries, where my student's dad is a pilot or a mechanic or a nurse. Their parents are working to help the field missionaries, and just to be a part of that team is a wonderful experience for us. So once I decided to return to Papua New Guinea, there was obviously a long road of paperwork, support raising, and it was very overwhelming, and I really wanted to be there for the first day of school so I didn't have to cancel class or hold that up for a bit. And so it just was a long process, and I was looking at wanting to be over there early August for school to start. In April, I still had not raised any support just due to paperwork and some other difficulties that had come up. But East Haven really rallied behind me, and the personnel director in Papua New Guinea had said, let's just give it another month or two and see what God does, because I was like, what do we do? Is there a plan B? And East Haven rallied behind me, and the support came in, raised my levels to where the mission said, all right, you can come. And God has blessed me tremendously with the support from East Haven, the contact, the encouragement, people that stop and say, we're praying for you. And it just became so obvious in the last few months before I left that God was opening doors in such a big way. And I've just enjoyed hearing back from people at East Haven that they're praying for me and their support. And honestly, it is a huge team, from the church in America to the support work to the tribal missionaries, and it takes every part of that team to make this work happen. And I was overwhelmed and blessed what God did through East Haven and the people that came in to support me in so many different ways.